What's up, fuckers?
What's up, fuckers? I don't know why that cuts off like right at the end of that shit. I gotta figure that out. Every time. File in, motherfuckers. What do we got going on here? We got
GK. What's up, GK? Pay attention to the road, though. You know what I mean? Just like listen.
Yeah, don't die on our behalf. We didn't ask for that. I don't need that on my conscience. Like not even
Don't
a
die.
little bit. Jesus Christ. How's everybody doing? I mean, relatively to this bullshit. Oh, damn.
Yeah. Tasha Ambula.
And Mrs.
And Mrs. Yeah, she's actually right there.
Hello.
Just chilling in the fucking hotel room. How's the con, homie?
Just chilling. It's hot as fuck in Vegas, in case anybody was curious.
Connecticut ass.
Unbelievable.
Up in the desert.
It's unbelievable. It assaults you from all directions.
Yes.
And it's terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know. We were actually just talking about this. I don't know why they have this Star Trek convention in August. Why?
It's summer, dude. Comic-Con's in what, July? Fucking, that's like the big thing. I think E3, well, not E3 anymore. I don't know what the fuck it is anymore with like all the video games and shit, but all that shit happens in the summer. I know like our Comic-Con or like Fan Expo where I'm at, like is usually in this like late spring, early summer.
That's a good time. Why? Yeah. It's 110 degrees in Vegas. Yeah. Why?
I've been to one, and that was, I guess, a pretty fucking good one to go to, especially as long as it took me to go. Is like, I think it was 2015. I think it was 2015, and like I got to meet, Carrie Fisher before she died. I got to meet
nice.
Stan Lee before he died. Gave him a little fist bump. That was a highlight for me personally. Yeah. Granted, ironically though, I'm more of a DC fan than I am a Marvel fan. So.
I mean, it's Stan Lee though. That Stan Lee is he transcends genre.
Yeah, I mean, more or less. Now he transcends fucking life. But I'm getting darker now, man. I like my insomnia is coming back, so I'm getting real fucking weird with it.
I mean, if you're gonna have it, you might as well have fun with it.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so. But I kept telling your ass too. I was like, man, you think that's bad? Come to fucking Texas. You'll get slapped with the hottest sweaty ball sack you've ever been slapped with in your entire life.
I will, but not in August.
Yes. No. That's probably the worst time to do it. August is probably the hottest it gets here. And it's hot usually year round, but until you hit, late December, January, and February, and that's where it blizzards and kills us all. So
Yep. Tracks.
Well, welcome to the show, kids. We are keeping it fucking light this week after the emotionally draining episode last week. We were going to go straight back into doom and gloom, and don't worry, we will be in doom and gloom next week to, I guess, a little hint to detain you with. So that's going to be something to look out for. But yeah, we Ham and I were talking about, what fun episode we want to do, and music just kind of popped up in our heads because I think you and I have very, very similar tastes in music when it comes to that.
Also both musicians.
Right. And then we started talking about, how a lot of the shit that we used to listen to back in the day is now coming back in the weirdest of ways. Like some of this, like, it's like, I think I said it in the first episode. Every time fucking Trump's in office, it's like 2002 again.
Yeah.
And so I guess that also applies to music as well, because now, we got like a new metal revival. We got a pop punk revival. We got like metalcore. Metalcore is rearing its ugly head right now. Emo, all that kind of fucking shit. And it's good stuff. Some of the newer stuff that I've listened to, I've liked. I haven't really gotten a chance to really sit down and listen to the newer stuff. But it's honestly like I'm back in fucking high school again.
Oh yeah. It's good. I've had a few newer experiences, like just new music. Because I like everybody, I get you get trapped in the nostalgia of listening to like your your liked list in Spotify or whatever, and it's all the songs that you've known since you were a kid, and you just
Yep.
get trapped in that cycle because there's thousands of songs in there.
Yep.
And then 5 years goes by, and you're like, I don't know any new music.
Right. No, that's how it's been for me. I mean, since my kid was born, we were kind of talking about this. So I've been going back down a nostalgia fucking rabbit hole with the kid because I'm trying to introduce her to the stuff that I would listen to. So she has a whole playlist that I'll just put like all that 2000s, maybe 2010s,
Yep.
emo, screamo, metalcore, fucking pop punk, whatever. And then like we'll listen to a song, and after the song is over, I'll have it all on shuffle. And when we get done with the song, I'll ask her, I'm like, hey, do you like that one? If she says yes, then we'll just add it to the playlist, and we'll just keep going and going and going and going and going.
Nice.
But yeah, she's been into a lot of the stuff that I've been playing for her, at least. She's still relatively young, because I know when I was her age, and even like a little younger than that, like we didn't know what fucking music taste was at all, period.
No.
Like I think I am a staunch believer in the very first CD that anybody bought back in the day is an embarrassing one. Do you have one?
The very first CD I remember, it was technically my brother's.
Yeah.
But the very first CD that we had was Usher.
Usher. Not too fucking far off from mine. You know what my first one was? Fucking Boys to Men.
There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the album with like what was all in that album?
I mean, all bangers, I'm sure.
Yeah, like the Water Runs Dry, I'll Make Love to You was on that album.
Songs. Same with the Usher album, by the way.
Yeah.
A bunch of songs that we had no business listening to at that
Right,
age.
right. I'm gonna go ahead and say it was My Way, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My Way. What was the other one? Nice and Slow.
Yep.
Why? Why was I listening to these songs? I don't know.
Yeah, it's not 7 o'clock, and I'm not on the dot, and I'm not in a drop top. I am, 7 years old. I don't know what the fuck is happening.
I'm 7 years old. My family is poor. I sleep on a cot.
TLC Crazy Sexy Cool was good too. Offspring Americana. See, now that was when I think when that album came out, I was like in 6th grade or something like that, maybe 7th grade. So at that point, I think I was buying, what did I buy? I bought
soundtrack.
Really fucking good. And the Spawn soundtrack was also really good. Shit movie. Good fucking soundtrack. 4 Non-Blondes. So we were actually having this conversation too. I somewhat weirdly lean more to the Gen X part of it, because I came up with, well, it started out with just like the glam rock metal, and just like, your Ozzies too, and your thrash metals and all that kind of shit. I came up listening to that because my parents had me very young. My mom was 17 when I was born. So I was still listening to what the kids were listening to back then growing up. And they used to party yesterday, as well as a merch store. We got show merch in there, not a lot of designs, which I will be working on here in the next few weeks. So we'll have more show merch, but we also have our own personal brand merch in there as well. So if you want Grim merch, you want Ham merch, it's all in there. There's a couple of new designs for me. There's new designs for Ham, and so if you guys want some cool shit, go check it out. And then with the Patreon, you get a lot of cool shit. I'll kind of reiterate what the tiers are. The first tier, you just get access to the community in Patreon, and you get access in the Discord. If you go the next tier up, you get to, I think we're probably going to start doing the extra content maybe next week, or, I mean, we'll kind of iron out when we'll do that, and we'll announce it to you guys. But with the second tier, you'll get to hang out on the extra live stream that we do, where we're just either shooting the shit, it wouldn't be unlike this, where we, maybe we'll do one where we're reacting to videos. Like we'll submit some videos and, just try to make each other laugh our asses off. We'll just be talking a bunch of shit, or we'll do an AMA where you guys can ask us whatever the hell you want, within fucking reason. And then the third tier, you get all of that, and you get to submit videos for us to react to on the extra stream. and you also get to submit episodes for this show, ideas for us to cover, like topics. Basically, you guys get to put in your suggestions for topics that you want us to cover in an episode of the show. We'll go live with it, and we'll even give you a shout out, which is optional. If you want to be shouted out, we won't. If you want to be shouted out, then fuck yeah, we'll do it. We have no problem either way.
I'm calling you out by your government name.
Right. Well, we're gonna dox you right here live on fucking every single platform that we are streaming across. But yeah, if you guys want to check out the extra stuff, you'll also get discount codes. We're gonna start formulating some discount codes for you guys on the merch as well. As we start churning out more designs and more cool shit, we'll throw out some, discount codes for our Patreon subscribers, and yeah, so you guys get a little bit of money off of the merch that you buy. Yeah, go check it out. We're trying to make this a thing, so I'm having fun with it. If you guys are having fun with it too, fucking, if you want to go support us,
yeah. I did not have fun last week, but overall, I had fun. I'm having fun.
Oh yeah, no, I'm cutting that together right now, and it's super fun. It's a super fun one to go through. Yeah, and that's another thing I've been trying to do. I've been trying to cut more streamlined episodes. That way, all the middle stuff, like what I'm talking about right now, basically all the housekeeping shit and whatnot. If you guys want more streamlined episodes, I'm cutting those together. I think I'll drop those the following Monday, kind of how I did with the first episode this Monday. I'll be able to drop episode 2 this coming up Monday. And then this one, the following and whatnot, because it takes a minute, and then after a while, that's kind of where the support also comes in. Was rough, and I was like, yeah, I can only fucking imagine that. But yeah, so this one we just kind of wanted to make it light, make it fun, kind of hang out with you guys, talk some music, talk whatever, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Wait, just as a quick aside, look at me. I'm like glowy and hoey right now.
Is that the lighting, or is that your
it's just my
layer of sweat from being in a fucking desert?
Maybe that also.
Is it hot in the room at least?
No, it's nice in here, but I did wipe the sweat off, but like I'm still. Look at me. Are you kidding?
Are you pregnant? You're glowing. Holy shit. But yeah, so first CDs. Yeah, mine was Boyz II Men, yours was Usher. When did your music taste kind of flip into what it is now?
Oh man, that is a really good question. So my music taste, I've definitely gone through, and I think this is true for, I think, at least a lot of people, maybe not everybody.
Right.
But my music taste is all over the map. If it sounds good, I'll listen to it. That's really a stretch for like country music. But like pretty much any other genre, like there's electronic, like EDM stuff that's in my playlist. There's I grew up, so my mom, when I was young, anytime we were in the car, she would play, she'd put on like classic rock radio station, and every time a new song started, she'd say, Matt, who's this? Who's it? Who sings this song? So I grew up with music around me always.
Oh, yeah.
And like, the oldest band that I can remember being like, this is my shit, is CCR. John Fogerty's voice was like, I don't know what it was, but for whatever reason, it touched something in my soul that I was like, I could listen to this.
Dude has a soulful voice for sure.
Yeah.
It had that whole southern fucking swamp rock essentially.
Yeah. Well, and I think I would say with a reasonable degree of confidence, I could say the core of my music taste for the longest amount of time is definitely like punk, emo, metal, in that like hardcore music,
right.
more hardcore than like, like I can still dig alternative rock, like your Pearl Jams and Soundgardens and all that stuff. Right. But the core of my music taste has always been in hardcore music, punk, all that stuff. The earliest band that I can, and still to this day is my favorite band, regardless of how they look, how they sound in any of their newer music. I always remember them the way that I found them,
right.
And that is Green Day. That is
interesting.
That happened really, really super early on. One of my cousins was a huge Green Day fan, and he introduced me to, I think the first album I heard of theirs was Nimrod.
Nimrod, yeah, that was a good one.
And that was it. I was like, this is
Nimrod is when they first started, like when they got like super famous, because the first one that like got him out there was Dookie, if I'm remembering.
Yeah, Dookie was like their first major album, which is also like one of the best albums. That's still one of my favorites. But the like I bought their like the 30th anniversaries of their albums all on vinyl and all that stuff, like the limited edition releases.
Right.
If you can believe this, it is one of the only bands that I love that I have never seen live.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep, you've never seen them live.
Seen Green Day live? I've seen them once. I saw them when they played with Jimmy Eat World, Blink-182, and them. Yeah, my mom took me and my brother to that one. And yeah, that was a good show. That was a damn good show. But I had only seen them once. And honestly, I mean, truth be told, I like Green Day, but I've never been like a diehard fan of Green Day.
Yeah.
At the time, I would jam out to the singles and whatnot, and then like around Nimrod and around Warning and around all those, like that's kind of where I listened to it. I mean, somebody said Offspring Americana. I think Warning came out around the same time Americana came out.
Yeah, Warning was I want to say my freshman or sophomore year in high school, so somewhere around 2000, really? 2001.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I think it was. Yeah, I think that does make sense, because that was like right before American. That was the one right before American Idiot, wasn't it?
Yeah, American Idiot was later in high school for me. But yeah, Warning was like the later in high school or just after high school. But Warning had come out when I'm pretty sure I was in my freshman year.
Yeah.
And it was just on a constant loop for weeks.
I'm trying to think. The longest running band I think I've listened to that I have not because there's a lot of bands that I would be a diehard fan of when I was younger, and then I fell off for some reason. You know what I mean? Like I was that way with Metallica. Like as soon as Saint Anger came out, I was like, "Fuck this band."
Yeah, I got Metallica wore thin for me quickly.
Very quickly, very
quickly.
Because they're the best Metallica album, bar none, and I will fight anybody in the fucking comments, is Master of Puppets, hands down. The best Metallica album ever fucking made. And then they had Injustice for All after that. That was when One came out, and that was when they started getting famous. And then when the Black Album came out with Enter Sandman and fucking Nothing Else Matters and whatever the hell else, and then they came out with Load and Reload, and those fucking pieces of shit.
The Black Album for me is Metallica's last really solidly good album.
I would say, and I would honestly push back against that and say Injustice for All was their last like solid.
That's fair. That's fair. Because the Black Album had some duds on it. It was like, meh.
Yeah, no, it
wasn't great all the way through.
Right. We Fight and Ride the Lightning is the best. I have a special place in my heart for Ride the Lightning because one of my lullabies, basically, to put me to sleep, how my folks would put me to sleep is they'd throw me in my swing, they'd throw on Ride the Lightning, and they'd play Call of Cthulhu, and I would go to sleep to that. It was just an instrumental that just played. Like it was like a 7-8 minute long fucking instrumental, and they would blast that fucking song, and I'd just be out like a fucking light as a kid.
Yeah.
But I guess from there, it was you start getting into shit like, Pantera. That was when the grunge movement started happening. Like, honestly, I love Nirvana. Never was a huge fan of Nirvana. Same. Never was a huge fan.
Well, I mean, they weren't around that long.
No, they weren't. Not by any stretch of the imagination.
Eyebrows.
I mean, it was funny because I think I got a couple of comments when I did the topic video yesterday of announcing what we were going to be talking about, and like some people threw a hole in there, so I'm like, Courtney Love, there you go. Which Hole was actually a pretty fucking underrated band, I think.
Not bad. I like the same thing for me, I think, as Nirvana. I wasn't a huge fan, but I was a fan.
Yeah, I mean, it was there for me, and I get it. They basically started a whole damn movement, and with them and Pearl Jam, and then like Mudhoney and Soundgarden and all those bands.
That whole era also, like the Pearl Jam and Soundgarden. I could listen to their shit. I mean, Chris Cornell, I could listen. He could sing the alphabet to me, and I'd be fine with it.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, he can't sing anything now, but you know what I'm saying.
Well, yeah. like I said, like because
my
parents were really young, so they were like the ones waiting outside for those albums. Like my mom had this big thing for like Chris Cornell and big thing for fucking even Kurt Cobain for that matter.
Dude, Chris Cornell was not an unattractive man.
No. I mean, even up until the end, that motherfucker silver fox status. For
I would have smooched his face.
Yep.
If he asked, with consent only.
There's nothing sexier than consent, people. Okay. God damn it. Anyway, I was just thinking about this. So I think one of the longest ones that just popped in my head that I've listened to kind of consistently over the years was actually Slipknot.
They have grown on me quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I think it's it's interesting. I think they grew on me as they evolved, because I think at first I remember there was a phase for me. I was when I first came onto Slipknot, I was huge into metal.
Yeah.
Like I've seen Killswitch Engage live like probably 9 times.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, I was going to all like the underground metal shows in like the random ass ballrooms that covered shitholes.
Yeah.
Jumping into mosh pits and getting fucked up at like 20 years old, 18 to 20 especially.
Yep.
And at the time, Slipknot had there was a couple songs that I was like, okay, I like these, but they were still too like, I don't know what the word is. They were too screamy. You know what I mean? Like it was too much. I was like, I don't understand what the fuck you're saying, man. But then, I kind of migrated. I make this reference a lot. Metal is kind of like hot sauce, right? Like,
okay.
You start with something that you can tolerate, and then eventually you're like, I could go a little spicier.
Yep, that's true.
A little spicier. And then eventually you're just listening to someone growl into a microphone, and you look over at someone next to you and you're like, how can you not understand what he's saying? I can hear every word perfectly. Like
that's true, dude. That's very true. I mean, I think I fell off of them for like a few years, and then I think right after Paul died is when I got back into them. And then because they switched it up quite a bit, because I like the screamy shit. Like the first 2 albums that they came out with, the self-titled in Iowa, those were my
Iowa's a fucking jams. Woof.
Those were my fucking jams. And then when they got to volume 3, that's when they started getting a little bit more I don't even want to say experimental with it. They got a little bit more for my taste, I guess. And I was one of those fucking little shitheads that were like, sold out, man. You guys fucking sold out. It's horse shit. And then, so volume 3, which was a good album, like I enjoyed that album. I will still go back and listen to that album. But when it first came out, I was like, these motherfuckers sold out.
Did Stone Sour break your brain?
Stone Sour, yeah. Well, no, not really though, because I bought the fucking Stone Sour album. I just wouldn't listen to Bother. I was just
oh god, I was so tired of that fucking song.
Oh god, dude.
God damn it, I was so tired of that song after a while.
I just wouldn't listen to Bother. The entire rest of that fucking album
was really good.
Essentially like alternative Slipknot. I mean, if you God, I don't know. Go back and revisit that fucking album. I'm going down.
Yeah, watered down Slipknot. They still had, and I think the thing for me was realizing that Corey Taylor could sing well.
Yeah.
I was like, why are you always yelling at me, my dude?
And that's the funny thing too, because Stone Sour is actually Corey Taylor's first band. And then he got the job at Slipknot shortly after. And then and then took off with that.
Yeah. And now that's the funny thing is now Corey Taylor is Slipknot. If he left Slipknot, I think that's it. I don't know.
I think the only OG member left from the band's inception is the Clown. I think he's the only OG member of that band now.
Yep. Yeah, because everybody else has been swapped out at some point or another.
Or dead.
Yeah. What was that Joey Jordison, right?
Joey Jordison and Paul Gray both dead.
Oh shit! I didn't know there was the other one.
Yeah, he died before Joey did of overdose. They found him in a hotel room. Joey died because he had some really bad fucking health issues, I believe. Really bad. He had to quit the band because he was had I think he had symptoms of MS and he couldn't move his legs. He woke up one day on tour and couldn't move his fucking legs. That's
not a good thing for a metal drummer.
No, and especially has the all-time fucking GOAT of metal drummers.
Yeah, he was hitting 36th on the kick pedals. That's on like the speed that he played with was ridiculous. And then to just like, hey, I can't move my legs. Well, I'm sorry. What do you mean? Like,
damn. Oh, they let Sid Wilson go a few days ago? Holy shit. He's
damn.
married to fucking oh god, which Osborne? Kelly Osborne.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They have a kid together.
Which Osborne.
Right. Yeah, they have a kid together. Like I've seen a few clips or whatever where she'll take him to a show and they'll be playing with the little fucking toddler in the back with their scary masks and shit on. And
yeah.
fucking Sean's got blood dripping off of him playing with a fucking toddler.
Oh, dude. The masks, I remember like anytime I hear it, because there's been,
that is transverse myelitis. That's what he had.
Transverse mile. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds terrible.
Yeah, I mean, he was.
Is that what he died of?
I don't know if that's what he died of. I just know that they broke. Jesus Christ! All right, so Dark Queen is giving me all the Slipknot lore. Fucking
wild.
I haven't kept up with their like lives in a while. I mean, I remember like in those days where their first album and second album and whatnot, I would buy all the fucking DVDs that would have them on tour, and like you see like the little behind the scenes shit where one of them, Craig, I believe, the dude who had those spikes all in his fucking masks and whatnot. Like he would never talk still. He would stay like in character. Like he would still maintain kayfabe for the longest fucking time. But then they would have interviews with them with their masks off, and they would be wearing sunglasses and shit, and you can just kind of see like a little bit off
piece of their face.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't until I guess when Corey Taylor went back to Stone Sour with Jim, one of the guitar players, that's kind of where like, well, his mask is off, and so now fuck it, we can all kind of do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But here's another one too. So are you a music dude or are you a lyrics dude?
Oh man, that's hard. I think it depends. You know what? I can't even say it depends. A little bit of both. It depends on the mood that I'm in, I think.
Yeah.
I was going to say it depends on the genre, but and I think to some degree it does. It depends on a lot of things. Like, if I'm listening to metal, I one of my favorite things is to pick out like you, especially if you have any kind of a musician's ear, you can kind of isolate one of the instruments and just kind of like hone in on that while all that noise is happening. One of my favorite bands that to do that with metal wise was August Burns Red.
A good
August
band.
Burns Red. Their drummer is fucking blows my mind, and I love. He has a China symbol that he just fucking. It's just like if I had to spell the sound, it's like CAH. Like it just and he rides the fuck out of it.
Oh yeah, beat the living fuck out of it.
And it really depends on the music, you know what I mean? But I think for me, a lot of it, especially in the older stuff, right? Like the stuff that I grew up listening to, and we were kind of hashing this out a little bit before we went live. Listening back to some of the older music and like the shit that I grew up on. Charlotte and I were riding in the car the other day, and we had the like I was just saying, the Spotify like list, right? We're just kind of cycling through songs, and this song popped up that I was like, oh my god, I can't even remember the last time I fucking heard this song. And as we're listening to it, I'm starting to pay attention to the lyrics again, and I was like, yo, how did no one know that something was wrong? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how did no one was like, hey man, are you okay? You know what I mean? Like the song, the lyrics, because I remember, especially when I was younger, I was way more enveloped in and focused on the lyrics. It was always like, what are they saying in the song? What's the song about?
Right.
And even if you couldn't always tell what the song was about, maybe it was about someone or some experience that the person had, or just that they're writing about.
Right.
The good ones are always relatable on so many different levels to folks. You know what I mean? Like you have these like, even if it's a song about I remember there was at one point Jimmy Eat World's Hear You Me.
Oh god, yeah. Oh yeah.
Absolutely fucking beautiful song.
Oh yeah, it's a great fucking song.
I remember the first time, like it's a core memory of mine, the first time I realized what that song was actually about. I was like, oh, this is a sad song. Oh.
I mean, May Angels Lead You In. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, that'd be somewhat of a signifier.
Yeah, sure. I never paid attention to it. And then I remember when I was a kid, I said something like, I was probably like 13, 14 years old.
Right.
And I remember, I was listening to the song and my mom came into the room and she was like, oh, this is a pretty song. And I remember being like, yeah, I think like this would be a cool song to have like our first dance to at the wedding, like when I ever get married. And she goes, Matt, do you know what this song's about? And I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, listen to the words. And I just sat there for a minute and I was like, oh, someone died.
Yeah.
We shouldn't dance to this. Like this is
we can't dance to this.
This is a bad idea to have this.
Oh my God.
It didn't matter. She didn't come to our wedding anyway. Spoiler alert.
Oh my God, that story had so many twists and turns. Holy shit. So I mean, honestly, with that right there, I'd be like, I'd say you're more of a music guy, at least coming up, because that's kind of how I am. Like, a lot of people who would like, I'd sit there and talk music with them. They would be like, you got to listen to lyrics here, man. I was like, I think this just fucking sounds fucking dope. Like the emotion, because a lot of people, they get the emotion, pried out of them from the lyrics. I do from the music, which Hear You Me is actually a perfect fucking, example of that.
Yeah.
Is like even some of the songs too that like they'll sound like really beautiful or they'll sound really upbeat and they're just about some of the most horrid fucking shit, period.
Just awful sadness.
Right.
It's and you're sitting there like, bad. Oh, this is so nice.
Yeah, this is my fucking summer cruising fucking playlist and it's about fucking, killing people.
Right.
Like one there's a recent do you listen to Gambino?
Yeah.
So Littlefoot Bigfoot.
Okay.
That song is like super fucking upbeat and super happy, but it's about him having to sell drugs as a kid because his dad died.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like to support his family. He had to go fucking sell drugs to, support his family and shit. And that's exactly what that song's about. But honestly, you wouldn't know it from the fucking music at all. The beat, the fucking melody, everything is super happy, super upbeat, and then you fucking listen to the lyrics like Jesus Christ. Because I honestly didn't really pay that much attention to the lyrics until I started writing them for the longest time. Because I mean, as a musician, even the bands that I was in, I was a guitar player first. I would just do maybe if I did vocals at all, it was backing vocals or screams or whatever the fuck.
That's interesting.
It wasn't until it just was random. I was working at Radio Shack. That'll age me. And some dude came in and he's like, hey, are you guys musicians? Yeah. Okay, so we're doing this like battle of the bands thing. Do you guys like want to, try out for it? I'm like, I don't have a band. I can like bring my acoustic. I have a few songs that I've written that I could play. And he's like, cool. Right. And my other buddy's like, oh, I have a band too, but our singer is like, all of my first band, all of the members except for me were all band nerds. And so their singer had actually gone off to play drum corps for the Blue Devils in fucking California.
Okay.
And so they didn't have a singer at the time. So like, well, we can't play it, but we're probably gonna have to look for a new singer. Hey dude, do you mind if I send like a couple of friends if you're gonna go play? You mind if I send a couple of friends, see how you sing? Because we're looking for a singer. And then they came, and I guess that was my audition, essentially. And then they called me into, we did a couple of covers for me to sing to for my formal audition. And then from then on, I was just a front man in bands. And so I'm like, fuck, I got to write lyrics now. Like, I got to figure this shit out. Like, fuck, I've never written lyrics my entire goddamn life. And so, and they're not good lyrics either. But I didn't really start paying attention to lyrics in music until I started writing them.
And it's interesting that you say that too. Like so I've played the guitar since I was probably 13 or so.
Yeah, it's about the same. I think 10 for me.
Yeah, somewhere around there. It was early teens, maybe just before teens when I got my first guitar.
Right.
And I had never, even in the bands that I was in, I was never a guitarist in the band. I was always vocals. Like right out of the gate, it was vocals.
Right.
And my first band was all cover songs. All the shows that we did was all cover songs. So it worked. It was fine.
Right.
And the as that evolved, that was kind of the same thing for me. Was as soon as they were like, hey, we want to do some originals. Let's write some stuff. Man. I actually, the spiral tattoo that is on this arm that spirals down my arm here
Yeah.
is a line from one of the songs that I had written. It started as a poem that I wrote, and
Yeah.
it is, and yet I remain perfectly flawed and intact. And it's the only thing I've ever written that I was like, I fucking love this.
Right.
But every other word of that song was not good. It was it was
got
not
one
good.
good fucking line, but we can work
Yeah.
off of that. Like,
Had
it's
that
all
one.
good.
I should have just written that, like, scrapped the whole thing, kept that line, and was like, now build a song around this line.
Right, right. That's kind of the so I kind of switched it up with them at first. When I joined that band, I was like, I can help you write music, dude, but I can't write lyrics to save my goddamn life. And it's like, you know what? That's fine. How about this? You take our guitars away from us, and you fucking write the music, and we'll just have somebody write the lyrics, and you just sing the fucking words, and you're good to go there.
Yeah.
You come up with the melody and whatnot. So for the longest time, that first band I was in, I had written pretty much all of their fucking music, period. And then it wasn't until I think a couple of us splintered off and joined another band that was a little bit more serious and a little bit more fucking,
Right, yeah.
a little bit more, I guess, because I don't know. Well, because that was going to be the one that was going to fucking make it. That was going to be the one that was going to make it. And that was when I started writing lyrics for that shit.
Dude, in all of the bands that, because, especially when you're like high school days,
Yep.
all the bands, like anybody that's in a band, you all hang out together, you all play shows together and all that stuff. So like, It was all like
oh yeah, you all like buddies basically.
Yeah, like a little cool kids club. And of all of the people that were in bands that I knew and hung out with in high school, not even one band, one dude made it. And actually,
really?
like, tours with bands and all that shit. He was a really nice guy then. I hope he's a really nice guy now still. But like, he was the only guy, and he was the one that, like, it was none of the guys that were like, we need to take this seriously and go somewhere. This
it's never those guys.
You called him to hang out, he was like, no, I'm just sitting here.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit at that point.
He wasn't interested in going out. He went to shows. You know what I mean? Like, we all went to shows together. We'd play shows, and then you'd have like a whole gang of people that's like, oh, we're going to hit whatever venue. And every fucking weekend I was at a show. He would be every once in a while, but he was never hanging out, like never at parties, never at shows, here and there maybe, but like he was at home apparently playing his fucking guitar, because that's all he does now.
I mean, some people that makes sense. I kind of wish I did that too, but I was all about the fucking partying and shit. Because like we got to a point where we were opening for some pretty decently known bands for a little while. Like, I think, let's see, we opened up. Holy shit, I can't believe I didn't fucking put. So you just mentioned Jimmy Eat World. We opened for Jimmy Eat World like a long time ago.
That's a fucking awesome little feather.
That was one of our claim to fame. Another one we opened for fucking Mayday Parade. That was a little bit more.
Oh, that's cool.
Garnered towards our deal. And yeah, I was like, fucking Derek from Mayday Parade said our music's fucking dope, dude. So like, I think we could really do something with this.
We got something here.
The little we'd pay attention that, even Mayday Parade, especially at the time, was still like a working class band, like the ones that have to put out an album every year, have to go on tour as soon as they fucking put out that album, and they sell merch for gas money.
Yeah,
basically, that was essentially. I'd been on one tour, and it was a very small tour that in the neighboring states, and that was we would sell merch for gas money and food, essentially, which is a big pain in the fucking ass. But honestly, is one of those things where you're trauma bonded with your boys.
I was gonna say that's the life of a budding musician, right? Like that's what you do. And that was, I think it's funny, like talking about what you were talking, like I was so much more interested in the other side of rock star life, of just like all the extracurriculars.
Yeah.
Yep. That like and I've been playing the guitar for what I said, 13. So that's what, damn near 27 years, right? Almost 30 years of playing the guitar. And I never I'd still pick it up and fuck with it every once in a while, but like I never took it super seriously. I'm decent. I'm not bad.
Yeah.
But like the last song that I learned, it's not even a song. I learned 10 seconds of a Stevie Ray Vaughan song.
Which one?
Life by the Drop.
Okay.
Took me 3 months.
Yeah.
Took me 3 fucking months. It's not even that hard. I mean, it is, but it's not.
Right.
Also, like I was like, what is happening? You get to a point that you're like, your fingers just start doing things that they're not supposed to be doing. and like you're like my brain isn't even controlling this anymore. I don't know what's
Right,
happening.
it's all muscle memory at that
Yeah.
point, yeah, and that's kinda how because I was never, like, formally taught, like, when I first got my, guitar, my dad was a fucking shredder. Like, that dude is sitting there playing fucking pentatonic scales and fucking just playing, like, he would play, like, an Yngwie Malmsteen track
Jesus Christ.
and then fucking just do it.
Yeah.
Like, he was damn good at it, and like, he would try to teach me, but, like, he was on a whole nother level, and, like, I'm a lot like my dad, and like, he just did not have the fucking patience for it at all. He's like, okay, so these are hammer-ons, and these are pentatonic scales, and then what you do with the pick here is you sweep that, and you try to hit every single fucking note with your hands there, and my fucking, uncoordinated, 10-year-old ass was
Yeah,
just
you're
like,
just like
the fuck?
slapping the fretboard trying to get
Right, which I never understood. Like, it's so funny because I see, like, these kids that are, like, 3 to, like, 7 that are just shredders already.
Oh, dude,
Jesus
there's nothing that
Christ.
makes me more sad. I mean, I'm happy for the kid, right?
Oh,
But
yeah,
if anytime
100%.
I'm doom scrolling and I see like a 10-year-old absolutely shredding, I'm like,
Yep.
what decision did I make?
If I needed something else to make me feel inadequate, fucking
Right?
let's doom scroll for a little bit and fucking
God
just watch
damn,
that
man.
shit. Dude,
I
I don't
remember there was at one time one of my buddies when I lived in Pensacola, Florida for a while, and one of my buddies there was a really really fucking like he was the kind of guitar player that you could literally just name a song, any
Yeah.
fucking song, and he'd be like, "Oh, this one," and just start going,
That's
like he wrote it.
yeah.
And there was at one point I was fucking around with my guitar and I was like, I want to learn something new, and I had been fucking with it for a couple weeks. And the song is Angel's Son by fucking, oh my god, what the hell's the name of the band? I can't remember their name off the top of my head for some reason right now, but the guitar player for this band, and I don't know why I'm spacing on it so hard right now, but the guitar player apparently has like fucking banana hands. So this motherfucker would like with his pinky finger, he's on like the 12th fret. And then with his pointer finger, he's up on like the 3rd.
Yeah.
Had this like crazy fucking spread. And I remember
Fucking Seven Dust.
Seven Dust. Thank you. God damn it. I kept wanting to say Soundgarden, and I was like, it's not that. I know
it's Seven Dust.
Soundgarden.
Yeah. Seven Dust goes fucking hard too.
I've been fucking with this song for like weeks, at least 2 weeks. And I run into my buddy. His name was Bubba. And his name, that's just what we called him. And I run into him one day, and we're at like a party or a bonfire, and he was like, here, man, you play a little bit. And I was like, yeah, let me see if I can get this song. And he was like, what are you learning to play? And I was like, man, it's a fucking Seven Dust song, and it sounds like it should be pretty easy. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, it's a Seven Dust song, Angel's Son. It sounds like it should be pretty easy. And he was like, you don't know Seven Dust that well, do you? And I was like, not that well.
No, evidently not.
There isn't a single one of their songs that's easy to play at all.
Not necessarily. No, I mean,
like,
yeah, Denial's not super hard to play.
Right. Denial's not super and that's what he was saying. He's like, you could pick one that like you could probably get it down, but Angel's Son is so like the spread.
That's an acoustic song. Yeah.
Is fucking like the intro to the song. I was listening the other day. It came out in the car with Charlotte, and I was like, "Do you know that that's one guitar making all that sound? Just one, one guy with banana hands, reaching across the entire fucking fretboard like it's nothing."
I will tell you, dude, because that a lot of that new metal era with like Seven Dust and I mean even Slipknot, all that, like how they used to play that shit. If you ever wanted to just stretch your fucking fingers out, just play a few of those. Because that was like when I did do some formal instruction, I refused to do the actual basic shit. I was just like, I just want to learn how to play this song. So, and the majority of it was like fucking new metal shit at the time. Like I'd learn how to play a Limp Bizkit song, learn how to play a Korn song, and then like this isn't new metal, but they came up around that time, like System of a Down, things like that.
Yep.
And with those, or if you want the main one too, would be Deftones. How they have those chords and shit, and like you'd be straight up just fucking reaching like that. I think that's probably why I have pretty decent sized hands now because of that.
Yeah,
learning how to play all that shit.
the spread on those songs, like that I'll never forget that. Like I was like, oh, it's Angel's Son. It sounds like it's pretty easy to play. And he was like, what do you mean? And in my head, I was like, it doesn't sound that hard. Like it, and then I'm realizing
it never sounds that hard.
The fuck, and I don't know about you. I can't read sheet music for fuck all.
No, tabs all day.
All day. And that's like one of the oldest jokes that I know is how do you confuse a guitar player, hand him sheet music?
Yep.
Because almost none of I don't think I know any guitar players that can actually read sheet music and play along to it.
I do, but all those dudes were band nerds, so they already knew how to read.
Yeah.
They're already like fucking just entrenched in fucking music theory as it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, they know how to read all that shit. But me, no, I was like, just give me a fucking tab book and call it a fucking day.
Yep. And the random websites of the tab websites, guitar, what was it, like Guitar Tabs or Guitar E-Tab or whatever the fuck it was.
Yep.
And they'd have like 72 different versions of one song, and that was the trouble with it too, was it was always learning one of these songs that was like a brain worm.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out RFK. And it was a brain worm,
bitch.
And I just like, I was like, I have to learn this song. And then I'd go onto one of these sites and there's like 50 different versions.
Yeah.
And every one of them's a little different.
I would quit there too. I would always, because one of the few like talents I do have is I can learn by ear. Like I could just listen to it and then learn it by ear. And some of the tabs that you would get on there, you're just sitting there playing it. And you're like, that's not how that motherfucker sounds.
Right.
And it could be 100% because there have been times where I'm just like, okay, that is how that motherfucker sounds. I just didn't hear that part. Because like you were saying earlier, like you zone in on a specific instrument and that's all you hear in a song.
Yep.
Is that. And so, yeah, like a lot of the time I'd be like, that's not how this motherfucker sounds at all.
No.
And so I would just fight that and be like, you know what? I'm just going to learn it by ear. I'm just going to fuck around with it. I mean, why the hell not?
Yeah.
But
I love that all of these old bands, to kind of get back to what we were talking about, that I love how many of these older bands, the bands that we grew up with, are going back on tour.
Oh, face it, bitch, they older.
Yeah, I know. Is our music classic rock now? That fucking sucks.
Dude. Okay, so new metal, like early 2000s new metal, is now considered dad rock.
No, absolutely not.
Yep.
I don't have kids. Haha.
Motherfucker, you still listening to it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, it's all considered dad rock now.
Dad rock to me is like Nickelback.
Well, I mean, Nickelback's still fucking up and running. And it's so funny, too, because Nickelback's, going through the little renaissance right now because people are like, they weren't as bad as we fucking made them out to be.
Yes, the fuck they were. Yes, the fuck they were.
They were just formulaic more than anything. They were just more formulaic. They just knew how to write a hit. They knew how to write a hit. And I
can't get behind a Nickelback.
I'm not going to go and buy a fucking Nickelback CD anytime I'm not going to buy any CDs anytime soon. But
I would go see them if they had a good band with them.
That's fair.
That's the only way.
I mean, if they're
There's
on like
absolutely no way, and I'm
oh shit.
Well, if we go to concerts, we're going like trying to get as close to the stage, right? Like we like to be in the pit, within reason. But
I'm by the sound guy every time. If I
absolutely never. Oh, that's a good call.
Yeah.
Like the front of house.
Right front of house. Because like a lot of our, like speaking of the ballroom shit or whatever. Because like every show that I went to, like I had seen one, like you've seen Killswitch so many damn times. I've seen Senses Fail probably 12 times.
Dang, Senses Fail is a good one.
And they used to play at the same fucking place every time. And it was one of those, ballrooms, but essentially it was a fucking dive. And so growing up, my ass is always in the pit. I'm always fucking just like shouldering motherfuckers and all that. But then, when I hit late 20s, early 30s, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go stand next to the sound guy.
Yep.
And that's your best part because you'll get the best sound out of it anyway. I mean, you're going to get the best experience without fucking just, getting your head lopped off by some giant fucking dude.
Oh, yeah. I had my experience nowadays is like, especially if the last time we were at a metal show was who was it? Well, like the last hardcore show, I think it was Blink. And because
did you say Blink's a hardcore show?
Well, no, it wasn't Blink. who opened for them was I Prevail? No. Yeah, something like that. It was like a like not a Blink band.
I was gonna say that is not a no. That's weird.
It was a weird opening act for a Blink 182 show.
Yeah,
the motherfuckers went into the pit and got so crazy. I had my hands on the security rail, and Charlotte is in between my arms in front of me because oh no, you know what it was? It wasn't even that one. It was we went to go see A Day to Remember was playing with Yellow Card and I don't remember who the other opener was, but ADTR took the stage and they started with Downfall of Us All.
Like they always fucking do.
And that for me, that's a bucket list. I was like, I have to see them. I have to see them live. I have to see them close to the stage, and they have to do this song.
Right.
And they fucking opened it. Like as soon as he came out on stage, it was da 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 da, and I was like, oh, it's coming. I don't know if you're familiar with what happens at ADTR shows, but apparently they like to do something called crowd surfing, which is where someone is crowd surfing in the way that you could imagine.
Right.
But then someone is also standing on top of them, surfing on them. I don't know whose idea this was.
My joints hurt just fucking listening to this.
Dude, first of all, crowd, like when somebody comes over you in a crowd, right? And you go to like help pass them over, it's not so bad. There's fucking like 30 people with their hands up. So it's like, it's not so bad. When there's two people, like stacked,
oh no, that's a pain in the ass. That's already a pain in the ass. It's
insane because the person up top, no one's holding them. So they could fall at any moment. And then everyone else just has to be ready to catch
deal with it. Yeah, just basically deal with that shit, which I can't understand.
We had somebody, I forget what song they were doing. It was after they opened with Downfall. We had somebody that got fucking yeeted over our heads. Like they got close. We were on the security rail.
Yeah.
The guy behind us, the little group behind us, basically just took him and was like, "Yo,
yup."
This dude flew over my head. Over my head.
Right. You got a little piece of his shoe.
Yeah, I caught a heel or something.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law got kicked in the face.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Which, okay, not cool, but also funny. And then like she got hit. She was wearing her glasses. Like 10 minutes later, they were like, "We're gonna bounce. This is getting too crazy." And I totally understood because I was like, "Yeah, it's a little nuts."
Right.
And we were right up against the stage, so it was just every single person that was getting. They were all coming right over our heads.
I fucking hate that so much. That's why I won't get in the pit. Hold on, I gotta.
Mostly nowadays, I'm running Operation Human Shield.
Yep. I mean, that's and then again, that's why my old ass ain't in the fucking pit no more. Unless I'm like the only one there. Like if I'm there with like a homie and that's it, then yeah, I'll probably every now and then go in the pit. Hold on, I saw this comment and it fucking completely fucking caught my attention. The Other F Word. I own that movie. I watched that fucking movie when it first came out, and that was before I was a dad. And then I went and fucking watched it again for like right after my kid was born, and it hits a shit ton different. I'd watch that. Have you seen that?
Yeah, not in a while. Yes,
not in a while. Yeah, dude, that's a good because who's it follow? It follows Fat Mike. His name escapes me. He was the singer for Pennywise. A whole bunch of punk dudes, man. I think Flea's in it. Mark Hoppus is in it.
Yep.
Good fucking movie. I gotta watch that again. It's sitting on my fucking Apple TV. But yeah, dude, I remember.
Pretty nuts.
I think the last time I was in the pit, God damn, dude. It was almost 10 years ago. I went and saw who was it? Beartooth, Under Oath, and
oh man,
and Bring Me the Horizon.
Okay.
And Bring Me the Horizon is who I decided, because I mean, standing by the sound guy watching Under Oath, and Under Oath I just fucking love.
Under Oath is a great band.
But that night they just were having a fucking off night or something because they did not play very well that night. It fucking sucked. Bring Me the Horizon had to fucking bring it home. But as soon as fucking Antivist came on, that Bring Me the Horizon started playing Antivist, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm getting in the pit. Never again.
Yeah, nope.
9/11, never again.
Yep.
No.
Oh my god, dude! I remember. I remember the last time I got into a pit. It was definitely more than 10 years ago. It was probably closer to 20 years ago. Now maybe like 15.
15 years ago.
But it was a long ways ago, and I had the same. Like I went in and I was like, not again.
Nope.
I don't want to get. You get like you catch one fucking elbow to the ribs, and you're like, now you're breathing funny for fucking 3 days.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, just the fucking shoving people around and shit, because like, first 9/11 joke of the podcast. I will take that honor. I will take that honor. But yeah, dude, it just, because the way the pit was, when we were coming up versus the way the pit is now, it's like a bunch of fucking kids just like hardcore dancing, swinging their arms around and all that kind of fucking shit, which drives me fucking nuts. And when we went in the pit, we were just shoving each other.
Yeah, it was push pits.
Just like shouldering people and shit. And me being a hockey player, I'm just fucking shoulder checking people and whatnot. I will never forget
some of the really hardcore shows. You'd get a little bit more violent of a pit than push pits, but
not necessarily though. I was about that leads right into what I was about. So the first Warped Tour I went to, I believe it was 2003 or 4.
Okay. I think mine was 2006 was my first one.
And Newfound Glory was playing. And
first and only time I've ever crowd surfed.
I crowd surfed like that motherfucker on that at that show too. And like, so they opened the pit up, and the pit was pretty damn violent. But then I was like, you know what? I'm going to try the pit for the first time, because I think that was the first time I would jump into the pit. And so I'm like, I'm going to go run in and fucking do this. As soon as I run into this pit, it clears. And I'm looking around.
Oh no.
There is a dude fucking like 6'4", jacked, fucking wearing no shirt, camo cargo shorts, and combat boots.
Okay. Yep. That's going to hurt.
And he's just like this, like fucking just ready to go. And I'm just like, well, I mean, I got in here. No fucking turn it back now. Dude fucking cleaned my clock like that. Like, it was so quick. Because I was like, fuck it. All right, here we go. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
And he just fucking.
My problem in the pits was I had the height advantage, right? Because I'm 6'3". I had the height advantage. The problem was the other, like, when walking into a pit as a taller dude, you are immediately sniped by other big dudes.
Yep.
I need to assert my dominance. No, the fuck you don't. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, man. I'm trying to have some fun. Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, dude, there are dudes that like take that pit so goddamn serious.
Yeah, they're like, I'm the fucking alpha bro in here.
This is my fucking house, motherfucker.
Don't do that.
And then like, and it doesn't even necessarily have to be a big jack dude. A lot of the times it's just like there's some big fat dude. It's like just giant.
Yeah. It's a fucking potato with legs.
One Census Fail show I went to, I had seen this guy as we were walking up to the venue to go inside. Motherfuckers housing a bottle of vodka in the parking lot.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be
later we go to the pit, and he's in the middle of it, and he's not even shoving people. He's just punching people in the face. Like he's straight up. And like he's got this look on his face. He's just like fucking bam, 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 just punching people straight in the fucking nose.
Why did you go to a show to fist fight people? That's crazy.
I mean, I'm sure the vodka didn't fucking help, but
yeah. But I mean, even back in those days, though, I mean, I was saying, especially like later high school, right after high school, I was at shows almost every weekend.
Yeah.
The first thing that happened is everybody pulls up in the parking lot, the trunk pops open, somebody opens a cooler, or if somebody has a truck with a cooler in the bed, the cooler pops open, and everybody's getting shit-faced in the parking lot.
Yep.
Because none of us were old enough to drink inside.
No, we couldn't go.
It's also way cheaper.
Right.
Then you go inside, and it was, I mean, I remember the first time, one of the first hardcore shows I went to at one of those ballrooms that was, just a fucking empty venue that no one wanted anything to do with anymore. And a band was like, we're going to play here.
Yep. None of the toilets worked. None of that shit.
I got caught right. I had a scar here it's faded now, but I had a scar for the longest time right here. I got caught right in the jaw with brass knuckles.
Oh, who the fuck brings brass knuckles?
Man, it is a miracle for so very many reasons. It's a miracle that many of us are alive to tell the tales.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair.
For so many reasons.
Yeah. Yeah.
We used to get into strangers' cars for extracurriculars.
Yep.
You just meet a guy, and he'd be like, "Oh, I'm just gonna drive you around the block to my buddy's house." Yeah, sure.
You roll to a random fucking house, and you've never met any of these people. Like, it's just like, oh, we're just gonna go to my homie's house. He's got extracurricular activities for us to imbibe in, and
you're like, yeah, totally fine, fine.
It's usually some fucking house that's like it's got foil on the windows,
right? He's got blankets pinned up covering the windows and shit.
Yeah. Exactly. And he's like, oh man, I set up this gravity ball. You wanna
it was always like some dude that should be way less sweaty than he is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'd say more like greasy because he hasn't showered in a solid week and a half.
Sweaty was lightheaded, but yes, it was definitely not just sweat.
No. It's super nice, but real fucking weird.
Oh yeah. Well, that was the thing. Like you would load up the cars, load up with all the extracurriculars, whether it was drinkables, smokables, edible, whatever you're bringing.
Right.
And then everybody got loaded in the parking lot, and then you just walk in a haze.
Yep.
Almost no, like, dude. Even I remember there was the big thing up by us was country concerts, right? Like
that boggles my mind.
None of you fuckers repeat this ever. I don't give a shit. Anyway. I have seen Toby Keith and Kenny Chesney in concert.
Yeah, buddy.
And I remember I remember driving to the shows. I do not remember leaving them. I don't remember. There's a venue in Hartford that has like a strip of like Super 8s and fucking Motel 6 and all them shitty fucking motels that you'd go pull up in.
Right.
And we'd pull up like 5-6 cars or trucks or whatever, coolers pop open, same deal. We used to walk into that venue absolutely like fully aware, like within the next hour I'm gonna get into a fist fight.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just cause
even the country the country concerts I would because I'd probably seen more fights at a country concert, like legitimate fights, than I would at like a hardcore show.
Oh yeah, that's the only time I've ever been in a legitimate fight at a show was at a country show.
Yep.
And it was always because somebody was a little bit too loose with their lips.
No, they killed the fucking 30 rack and then decided that they're the most confident motherfucker on the planet, which always seems to happen that way. It is funny how that works, dude. Is like you go to a metal show and there's a pit, there's a wall of death, there's fucking whatever else, crowd surfing, all that kind of shit.
Oh, the wall of death. That I have a special place in my heart for the wall of death. That is that is an experience.
It is. It really fucking is. Like you do feel like you're going to war for a split second.
Yeah. It's like you're in the movie 300. Like, you're just running, and then on the other side, somebody's gonna fucking jump and heel kick you like right in the chest, and you're like, I can't wait! I'm so excited.
Take me, Lord.
Right? Take me the fuck out, dude.
Dude, I haven't been to a show and it's been too fucking long. I guess I need to go back to another fucking show.
Nowadays, my shows are a bit more on the chills. Like every now and again, we still go to a relatively hardcore show. Like we saw. Not long ago, we saw Amon Amarth playing with Ghost.
Wow. Yeah.
That was a fucking really cool show. But then, like, the most recent show we went to was a band called Lord Huron. It's like what's the word? Like spooky jam band rock. Like I don't even know how to describe it. Like it was just like chill music. But in the same vein of what we were talking about, like even at a live show, if you can make me feel something, I'm in. I'm in. You just got to make me feel something. And that show, the Lord Huron show, was phenomenal. But there's one song in particular where like there was a part in the song where like the whole crowd joined in singing, and it was like that wave of the sound and like mixed with the band playing live. Like I literally I got chills that rushed through my whole body, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? It was amazing. It was a phenomenal experience. I loved it.
Oh yeah, dude, hands down. Like that happens a lot. Like I've seen Coheed about 3 or 4 times, and especially when they play like Welcome Home, or they'll
Yeah.
play, you know, in like the woes and all that shit, dude. It's fucking like their shows go hard. And it's so funny because they're not jumping around, they're not doing a whole bunch of shit. You got Claudio just fucking shredding while he's fucking singing at the same damn time. I'll never understand that shit.
I can't do it. My
But
hands
it was straight up like it every single time. I don't think I've seen a better show in terms of, I guess, from, I mean, I don't know if you did this, because I know I especially back then, I was a pretentious little shit. So like I would go to a show and I would sit there and fucking critique it from like a fucking musician standpoint, like a little fucking prick.
Yeah.
And so, but I guess if you look at it from that perspective, not one time did I have any complaints about Coheed's show, except the one time I almost died in the pit at Warped Tour, actually. Like I think the third Warped Tour I went to.
That tracks.
And it was, you know, fucking, you know, mid-July, 112 degrees outside. You're just in this pit full of just bodies and just sweat, and like you can't breathe. It got to a point where you have to kind of like, you know, put your hands on somebody's fucking shoulders and like,
oh, dude,
get a breath real quick and then go back in. But Coheed,
absolutely.
Yeah, Coheed hands down probably one of the, if not the best live show I've seen.
Oh, I had a similar experience. The Warped Tour experience that I had, I'm pretty sure it was 06. It was at Randall's Island, New York, and Randall's Island is basically a fucking dust field.
Oh, Jesus.
That day I wore a white t-shirt, and I think it was like khaki shorts or something. And one of the bands that I got to see that day was Flogging Molly.
Oh, dude, I fucking go hard on Flogging Molly.
Flogging Molly, I mean, even if you're not seeing them live, it's hard not to like bounce along with the music. You know what I mean? Like you kind of bounce or tap your toe or whatever. Like it's hard not to move something.
It's fucking like folk punk, Irish folk punk.
Yeah, yeah. And they got the bagpipes going. They got the fucking what's like a
the fiddle. They got all that shit going.
Yeah, it's like a recorder or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, you know, they do all the
They'll
sounds.
Like a fight almost, whatever the fuck it is.
At Randall's Island, you know, like it's like a dum 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 dum, like it's that steady pace. The whole fucking crowd is boom 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 jumping the entire time.
The wave of people.
So the only chance that you had to breathe air was
when
in between songs, when everybody like stopped.
Yeah.
And then the cloud would migrate, you know, to one direction or another, and you'd just be like, and then they'd start up, and everybody fucking boom, boom. It was. I left the T-shirt that I was wearing was brown.
Yeah.
And I'm fairly certain that for at least a week I was blowing black snots out of my nose because there was just so much fucking dirt, just
dirt
ached,
and dust,
ached up there. It was disgusting, but I had a fucking amazing time.
Oh yeah,
that was like I said. The first and only time I've ever crowd surfed was Newfound Glory at that same show.
Yep. That was fucking Newfound Glory shit.
Yeah. I learned my lesson crowd surfing, that big people should not be crowd surfing. It's a bad idea. Bad idea. I have way more fun throwing people historically, you know, being the put your hands out and you're like, come on, I'll toss you.
Yeah. I see, I've always been a relatively small dude, so they can just fucking launch my ass up and I'm just like, fucking yeah, buddy. I can't do it now. I'll probably die. But
oh yeah, no. If I tried crowd surfing now, I'd have a backache for a week. I'd be out of commission.
Shit, dude. If I sit in a chair for too long, I have a backache. So it's how it fucking works, man. Did you find any new shit that kind of goes along with what's going on, or with like the revivals and shit?
I found a couple new bands. There's one. I actually found them on TikTok of all places. There's this one band. I don't remember the fucking name of them off the top of my head, but they have a song that is the word guillotine, but it's like spelled out in the song. It's like G.
Oh, that's hummus vacuum or some shit.
Hummus vacuum. Yes.
Yeah.
Which what a fucking bananas name for a band.
Well, the first thing I ever saw him do was, and that was like right when the pop punk revival, I guess, was started, like a few years ago, like right before, I think like maybe 3 years ago, I feel like. And he did one. It's like, how come every single person on Tinder claims they all want to go on adventures, and then he starts going off like, but every time I want to go to like Cambodia and resurrect the long lost artifacts of Bottom Bang or whatever the fuck. Like, it's so fucking good. I was like, that was the first thing I saw him on. And then he did one too. I guess he's Jewish, and he was one of the songs is called "Give Me Back My Foreskin." That's another fun.
Oh my god!
Because he's like, when went to temple for the first time in a while. You know, the Jewish one. And then he's like, then I saw this rabbi. He looked real familiar, and apparently it was the rabbi that gave him the circumcision. And he's like, so I started screaming at him, "Give me back my foreskin!"
What a good lord, good lord. What is this? Oh, Nick, we are on the opposite end of the millennial scale. So we're millennial, closer to Gen X.
Yeah, 86.
Yep, same.
Because I think doesn't millennial start at 84, 82?
I think 84. Yeah,
I think it's 84. Yes,
Yeah.
Grim did just say foreskin. You're welcome.
Give me back my foreskin.
Remember that was the whole thing? Okay, so this could kind of tie back into that shit. Do you remember where like there was like this whole group of fucking incels that were complaining that they didn't get consent and getting circumcised because they got it when they were a baby? And so they would seriously protest, and like some of the signs would say, "Give me back my foreskin." Like that was their whole thing. I think that was like before, like one of the first little iterations of the incels that would come out and be like, I didn't get consent in my circumcision. I think that's bullshit. I think I need it back because it's more healthy that way. I'm like, I mean, you know what? I'm gonna say here's a first for the show as well. Like, you really want to clean up all that smegma? Is that what you want to do?
I don't love that.
First smegma joke of the podcast. We're going through a lot of firsts.
First smegma joke. Wow, we're really breaking new ground here.
Holy fucking shit! Oh man,
it's been awesome. Like honestly, hearing all of this, all of the, like I said, all the old bands and all that stuff. Like Yellow Card, phenomenal live.
Oh yeah, I've seen them.
They were so much fucking fun, man. Like I forgot how good they were. You know what I mean? Like obviously they had a few bangers, but like I forgot how much I enjoyed their music. And they opened for ADTR.
Yeah,
they were so much fucking fun.
It's so funny how that works too. Is you got Yellow Card opening for ADTR,
right?
When it was like the other way around when they first came out and shit like that.
Oh yeah, I mean for a while, Yellow Card was huge.
Giant
for a long time.
Like before, like my high school years when they first, you know, I what was it? I think the name of that damn album was Ocean Avenue. When that album came out, like they were at the top of.
Oh, they were everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't get it off of radio, like, you know, terrestrial radio and shit like that.
Right. But there, I mean, all of them, all those bands. Like I love, like the When We Were Young, and this is all happening, by the way, because we have money now.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Nobody gave a fuck about like these bands. They toured when we were younger, but there was like a whole fucking 10, 15 year stretch of time where everybody's like, nah, who gives a shit?
Yep.
And I mean,
like, that was kind of how I fell off a lot of it. Yeah, that's how I fell off of a lot of bands. Is like after a while, like they would just randomly pop back up again, and I'm just like, holy shit, they're still playing? What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
But I mean, that's kind of the whole When We Were Young tour, and then don't they have a cruise now? That's the shit that blows my fucking mind. Is they'll have like an emo cruise now, where like bands will just fucking show up and play on an entire fucking cruise full of fucking emo kids. And I'm sorry, dude, but do you see my fucking pasty ass on a cruise?
I was gonna say I can't think of a worse idea. Like there is
does have a cruise.
No part of me that's like, hell yeah, I want to be on a ship with a bunch of fucking emo. Because here's the problem, you know what it is, and you know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about because I think you stitched one of her videos. That emo chick.
I fucking
that like she's like I'm not emo, I'm seen, it's different. It's
Make America Emo Again is her fucking, which pisses me off to no fucking.
That's the thing that bothers me is that those people exist, and now I'm sorry, I'm stuck in the middle of the ocean with these people. No,
fuck that noise.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. My best hope would be that we hit the Bermuda Triangle and I can toss you off and blame it.
Yep, because honestly, you go overboard, that ship ain't stopping.
Nope.
You call the fucking Coast Guard, dude.
No, just like a oops.
Yep.
Oh man. We just had we had one really wild mosh pit. You know, things got out of hand.
Yeah, how does the pit work on a fucking cruise ship? How does the pit work?
I can't imagine, especially like all I'm picturing is like you hit a patch of rough seas or whatever the pirates called it, and then and now you're in the middle, like, you know what I mean? Some band is like, some hardcore band is fucking in the middle of it, in the like they just started this crazy pit. You hit a patch of rough seas, and now everyone's in the mosh pit, whether they want to be or not.
You know what I would see too? The funniest fucking thing would be like one of the fucking guitar players do the whole fucking guitar spin trick over the shoulder. It fucking lands or snaps off the strap and just goes right overboard.
Right.
Well, where's my fucking
over
guitar
someone's strawberry daiquiri swirl? You kidding me? It's such a bad idea, man.
The logistics to me just don't make sense. I mean, I've never been on one of them, so I'm assuming they fucking at least take that shit into account. But then we also have cruise ships that can't fucking have the bathrooms working and people getting sick and shitting all over each other. So I don't know how much of the logistics you can kind of foresee when it comes to that.
Absolutely
Imagine being on that shit. God damn.
Absolutely not.
Bunch of emo kids on a fucking like stranded ship. I think.
Yeah. I'm already not, I don't even like the idea of a cruise doesn't really appeal to me as it is.
Cruises can be fine. I've been on a couple. That said, this just does not make any fucking sense to me. But I could be just a crotchety old fuck just, complaining about the kids in my yard. I don't fucking know.
I don't understand kids these days.
I don't understand kids today, and they're our age. Kids today getting on cruise ships.
It's just other full-grown adults. Like,
bitch, I'm pushing 42. Fuck you. Let me have some fun. Fucking bitter bitch.
The cruise thing it's a bit much for me. I love like the When We Were Young Fest. When I first heard about it, I was like real excited about it. And then I know the first year they had a very bad time putting that show on. Yeah, there was all kinds of, from what I remember, there was like a bunch, they were just like announcing bands, but they hadn't like actually signed on. Like, yes, we're going to play this festival.
Oh, they were just prematurely fucking saying bands are on the bill, and they fucking didn't even sign up.
The first When We Were Young Fest was giving Fire Fest. You know what I mean? Like, it was like,
Christ,
we're going to do a thing. And then it would like, it just looked very messy. They've since ironed out the kinks from what I hear.
Obviously. Yeah.
But I like the fact also, I love that Warped Tour is back.
Yeah.
I absolutely loathe that Live Nation owns it now.
Yeah, that's kind of why I've been hesitant about it, essentially.
It bugs me.
Well, that's just that's how it also happened there too. I mean, granted, I guess it's kind of a push and pull because like with like Napster and all the fucking pirating sites and shit that we all definitely took advantage of. You can kiss my fucking ass. I pirated music. Speaking of
Crosswire, FTW.
Yep. It got to a point, and then with social media and all that kind of shit, people are able to kind of independently release their music and not have a label tacked onto it, which is great. But you're also not playing, a shit ton of fucking venues and whatnot because you don't have that backing you. But at the same time, we get all the old shit like Warped Tour, for example, that is now owned by Live Nation, and now we got fucking emo bands playing on cruise ships. Like, this is where we're fucking at right now in terms of like.
If that doesn't rise the phrase dad rock, I don't know what does.
Oh, dude.
It hurts my feelings.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Because I think that's just, I've had to make peace with certain aspects of being a dad, and dad rock, I guess, is one of them. Yep. But I mean, I don't know though, dude. With all this new shit coming out, it's like a revival of it. So I don't feel like it's dad rock anymore. And I mean, yeah, no, because like even new metal for that fucking matter, or like there was that one chick who just did one. She's, I guess, kind of a rapper, kind of not. I don't fucking know, but she just did a song with fucking Fred Durst, and she's like brand new, at least in terms of being widely known or whatever the fuck her name.
I don't know who this is, but I'm curious.
But what is it called? I'm not.
Have you seen Fred Durst look now though?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
His whole, It's the funniest thing in the world.
Oh yeah, because he's
Funniest goddamn thing in the
fully
world.
embracing the dad rock thing. I mean, the first single they came out with when they started, picking back up again was called Dad Vibes. And
God damn
so,
it. God damn it. God damn it.
I didn't think we said it was going to be a fun one, but then we just threw fucking Hammond into an existential crisis.
The dad rock, man. I feel like there's so many like there's so many of these bands are
Lauren
popping
Sanderson,
back
that's
up.
her name.
And like Lauren Sanderson. Okay.
Yeah, that's who I was talking about, who just did a video with Fred Durst, because the song, like, she came out with a song and it sounded basically just like Break Stuff without being Break Stuff.
Okay.
And then I guess he had seen it and he was like, I want in on this. So he does a verse on like a newer version of it. And they did a video where, she's working at a fucking restaurant and he's like the cook in the back and shit.
Dude, Break Stuff was, I remember when that song came out. That was definitely high school.
Yeah, Break Stuff was it high school?
Maybe not. Maybe
I think it was right before high school, because I think I was in 7th grade when Significant Other came out, and I believe that's what Break Stuff is on.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Okay,
so
yeah, it was a little bit
I think you were in 8th grade and I was in 7th grade, because you graduated a year earlier than I did.
What were you, 05?
05, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. I was 06, or 04, rather.
04, yeah.
That's great. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it was 8th grade. By the time I was in high school, that music was that song specifically was like, I'm fighting somebody. That's what's happening now.
Oh yeah, that was the whole damn thing.
Yeah. If I was listening to that song, I was like, I'm gonna get into a fight today, and I don't even care. Like, that's just what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, that's essentially, like, a lot of people will say, because I watched the Woodstock '99 documentary. Oh, and Break Stuff is what like set off the fires and set off like all the fucking mayhem. Now, granted, all that shit was still kind of happening before Limp Bizkit even took the fucking stage, and just a whole bunch of horrible shit.
What a shit show that was.
But Break Stuff is what really started, like, the bonfires, motherfuckers crowd surfing on, pieces of plywood and shit like that.
Yeah. Oh my God, I remember those pictures, dude. That was wild.
Yeah, and so when that was, I think that's what set them off like over the fucking stratosphere, and then they started doing collabs with fucking Wu-Tang and shit, and DMX and who else?
I mean, Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. That's true. That's Bible.
Absolutely not. Which, that's another thing I've been getting into. I've been revisiting, is like older hip hop as well.
Oh, like, so much better. So much better.
Older hip hop for sure. And that there's some there's one guy, what is his name? Something San. He does a lot of like old school style hip hop, and I will fucking jam to that shit. Also, what is it? Joey Valance and I forget the other guy, but they sound just like fucking the Beastie Boys. It's all jammed to that shit. But I'll go back and I'll listen to A Tribe Called Quest. I'll listen to the Beasties. Oh, yeah. I'll listen to Wu-Tang. I'll listen to, like, I got in a little bitty hip hop, especially when we were doing the lip syncing shit. I got back into like a hip hop rabbit hole. And started just blasting all of that shit.
The amount of like Wu-Tang and Biggie specifically on my like list is not small.
Oh no, not small. Absolutely not. Yeah, that I was listening to a podcast recently. It's called No Dogs in Space, and they do like a lot of it's like a music podcast, but they primarily focus on like punk. Like right now, they're just in Germany, just doing all the fucking punk music that was coming out around then, in like the 60s and all that kind of, or not 60s, I think the 70s and 80s.
I feel like German punk sounds terrifying,
dude.
Like, I just
post World War II, post Nazi Germany punk.
I'm picturing is just like just terrifying sounds.
I mean, I haven't gone down the rabbit hole. Now I kind of want to, because now that kind of makes sense. But they did a whole series, like 3-4 episodes on the Beasties, and Jesus Christ, dude, like some of that shit is fun to listen to in terms of like what they used to get into, because they started out as a hardcore band. The Beasties did, before they got into hip hop. Yeah, they started out as a straight up fucking hardcore band, and they weren't getting anywhere with it. And then they decided one day they were just like, fucking around with their recording equipment and shit, and making beats and pulling samples and all that kind of shit. and then that's kind of how they were born. And then they started chilling out with at least Q-Tip from Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah.
On License to Ill, he's got there's a song with Q-Tip on it where he is just fucking tripping out on shrooms, and he just freestyles on a beat that they have.
Yep.
And dude, I'll have to say it's called Get It Together. Listen to that motherfucker. It's a damn good song. But yeah, it's interesting to kind of go back and listen to that shit. But yeah, I think a lot of my playlist is basically metal, like from the 80s on, and then a little bit of alternative, a little bit of grunge, a lot of hip hop, some EDM shit. Then your pop punks, your subgenres, basically, for the most part. But yeah, man, I do need to get into, like, because I am in that hole where I'm just like revisiting all the old shit. And again, a lot of it is, getting my kid into some of that shit, at least giving her some variety, as opposed to what's, she goes to damn school and all the popular shit that the kids are into now, she'll just listen to. I'm like, no, you need a little bit bit of education. Do we know Black Sabbath? Okay, put it this way. So the last band I was in was actually right before I started making content. I was in a band that was just straight up a bar cover band, and like 3 of the songs we did were Black Sabbath, and like it was like that was another one that kind of launched me back into the 90s, especially because we did a lot of covers in the 90s, or from the 90s, bands from the 90s and 80s and whatnot, and early 2000s. So we did a lot of Foo Fighters. We did a Pearl Jam. What else did we do? We did Filter. Filter was a fucking good ass band back in the day.
Damn, that's a throwback.
Yeah, like Hey Man, Nice Shot, and Take a Picture. Like those are fucking like staples of my upbringing. Them and 9 Inch Nails for some reason. Like it's so funny because I would listen to Slipknot, no fucking problem. For some reason, when I first heard 9 Inch Nails, especially Closer, I was like, this is terrifying. This is fucking terrifying. Fucking
yeah. My earlier experience with I guess like 9 Inch Nails, I'd probably call them like a little bit, especially for the time, they were probably more like progressive, right? Progressive rock,
industrial, because I mean, he kind of pioneered the industrial metal kind of scene.
Mine was Tool. I have been a Tool fan for a very long time. But
are you an insufferable Tool fan?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not. I do love their music. Like their newest album, Fear Inoculum, was like the soundtrack to our honeymoon. Basically, it came out about the same time. But I am not I'm not a one of the insufferable ones. I don't think like they're the greatest band of all time. They are phenomenally talented.
Right. Absolutely.
But there's especially for like prog metal, like, I mean, there are bands that I love that have no vocalists. Animals as Leaders is a phenomenal fucking band. Polyphia, phenomenal.
Yep.
There's really, really talented musicians out there making progressive music, progressive metal especially. Tool is among them, and I am a fan, but not like one of those like they're the greatest band of all time. Right. How dare you not like them? I will admit, when someone says I hate Tool, I get a little confused. Yeah, I'm like, why do you have that strong a feeling about it?
I mean, I guess it depends on, because like I like Tool the band, but I despise the fan base. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of one of those things. Like it's one of the worst fucking fan bases I have ever seen. Just it's one of those like, no
disrespect, but in sports, that's the equivalent of Dallas Cowboy fans.
Dude, first off, you're not disrespecting me because I fucking hate the Cowboys. And
it's brutal every year. This is our year. No, it's
not. If I hear "We Dim Boys" one more motherfucking time, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
If I hear Yamo be there one more time,
I'm gonna Yamo burn this fucking place to the ground. God damn. Yeah, no, dude. Tool, I've always jammed to. It's so funny too, because there are times where I just prefer a Perfect Circle to Tool.
True. I mean, also a great band.
Yeah. Yes, I have been. I've been to one Ozfest. I never got to go to one. I went to 2002. Who was the lineup? POD was on that show. System was on that show. Of course,
I never got to see them live either. System.
Rob Zombie was in that show. Slipknot was on that show, but they were on the side stage and we had missed them. Mudvayne was supposed to play that show, but they didn't show up. Who else fucking played that show? Oh, Tommy Lee, when he was doing his solo shit, he played on that show, and he kept trying to fucking like get people to stand up and whatnot, and nobody would do it, and he threw a fucking bitch fit because nobody would like listen to him. And he's like, fuck this, I'm fucking leaving. And he left. It's like nobody wants to hear your fucking, nobody wants to hear your spin on nu metal, dude. Like, not one fucking person wants to know, like, see that shit.
The only nu metal band that I very sincerely wish I got to see, and we had tickets to go see them, was Linkin Park. And it was, we were 2 weeks away from the show when Chester self-deleted.
No shit.
2 weeks away.
Damn. Yeah, I hadn't seen them live either. And that was a band that
I was bummed about that one.
That was a band, especially when Hybrid Theory came out. That was a band that was constant on my fucking Walkman on the bus riding to fucking school.
Oh yeah, Hybrid Theory was like a very, very like that's a core memory.
Oh yeah,
of that period of time, like that month around Hybrid Theory was the only thing I fucking listened to.
Yep. That entire album. There's not one, in my opinion, not one bad song on that fucking album.
Yep.
Not one.
Yep. Also, who's that? Jill. I saw Dropkick probably a year and a half ago?
Yeah, Mark.
About a year and a half ago?
Yeah.
On St. Patrick's Day weekend. It was right before their Boston show. That was the show right before they came to Connecticut.
Right.
And that was so I'll be 40 in October. That show was a year and a half ago. I went with my buddy, who is now my barber, but was my bass player in my band in high school.
Very nice.
This motherfucker at 38 years old, we get in there and he's like, I'll see you guys in a bit. I'm going to go find the pit. And I was like, what? He was gone already. He was gone already.
Fucking Batman to your ass.
All I know is he left in that direction. And then about an hour and a half later, he showed up from this direction. And he was like all like covered in fucking sweat, just like soaking wet in his shirt. He's like, that was the fucking best. I was like,
fucking
bro.
The shirt's all stretched out.
Yeah. Oh, I saw him, like a week later, I saw him at the barber. I went for a haircut and he was like, bro, I'm still paying for that pit. I was like, yeah, I don't know why you did that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
The last pit I got into, it took me 3 days to recover. It was fucking miserable.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm like, goddamn, I am feeling my age and I didn't think that was a thing. But yeah, no.
I can't do any of that stuff anymore. Like the pit stuff, even the heavy drinking before, like any heavy drinking, but especially the kind of heavy drinking you did before a show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The last time I got really good and hammered, I went to with a coworker of mine at the time. We went to a New Jersey Devils game because they were playing the Philadelphia Flyers, and I'm a Penguins fan, so fuck Philly in all sports.
Interesting.
And so I went just to root against Philly.
Right.
We went out and got absolutely shit-faced afterward. The Devils won. It was a great time. We were drinking the whole time of the game. Went out and got shit-faced. We got back on the train to Connecticut at like 2:00 in the morning. Charlotte picked us up, dropped him off, bring me home and all that stuff. I was useless.
Oh yeah.
For like 3 days.
Yep.
I can't and I don't really drink that much anymore. Like I got a little can of Chelada here, but like that's one can. And I've been drinking that one can since we started. I'm gonna finish that can here in a minute, and then I'm not gonna be drinking. Really.
Oh, dude, I was a heavy drinker, and so I mean, up until like towards the end of my fucking drinking, like my hangovers would I would drink to a point where fucking just like the hangovers would last 1 or like 2 or 3 days. It was just fucking bad. Yeah. But like I also had a tolerance, so like I would just fucking drink. And so now I don't even want to know what the fuck it'll be like after if like say I started drinking again. No fucking way, absolutely.
No, I'm a lightweight now. I'm a lightweight.
I would die. I would probably die because I mean I've had alcohol poisoning a few times and it is just not a fucking fun time at all. But no. So.
The recovery time's not worth it. It's much more. That is exactly why I have moved to the Devil's Lettuce. There's no hangover.
Yeah.
Worst case is I'm gonna find a box of Star Crunch or something and absolutely fucking demolish it.
Worst case, you're like groggy a little bit the next day, but it's never like really anything. And that's if you had like a particularly heavy night, you know, if you haven't gone on a tolerance break for a while or some shit like that. But now, I mean,
or
now I get caught
like
with less. One. If I got caught with less than a G, I can go to fucking, you know, I can have a felony on my fucking record now.
Oh shit, yeah, because you live in fuck ass Texas.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yep. I just did a video on it. I was like, these motherfuckers, like, made weed that was barely even weed to begin with illegal again.
Oh, like the Delta shit?
Yeah, the Delta shit is illegal. Like, even
damn,
if you get caught with a G, you're sitting on a felony.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's fucking, yeah, it's bad. It's fucking terrible, dude. Like, because I mean, we don't have dispensaries here. They would just sell that Delta shit at every fucking vape shop that you can think of. And yeah, and so now, I mean, again, it's that whole, because that's another thing, because I was telling you, like, a lot of our money comes from, you know, cows and oil. It's also prisons. So prison's the big one.
Yep.
So many like, go down to Huntsville. Huntsville's still there.
Charlotte has a problem where she has a tendency to, she'll get she only does like edibles or drinkables, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
But every time she gets a new one, if it tastes really good, she goes in, like you know what I mean, like in for a quarter, in for a pound kind of shit. She's in.
Right.
She's been drinking these. She's got these cans at the house that they're like little it's kind of like a seltzer water juice kind of thing, and they have different flavors or whatever. But the ones that she drinks are 5 milligrams.
Yeah.
A friend sent her one that said 5 milligrams on the can, but it also said 100 milligrams in another area. And the 100 was next to the 3 letters that start with T and end in a C.
Yeah.
And the 5 milligrams was like CBD or some like fucking whatever. All she read was 5 milligrams. And she's like, I got this.
I could house this and probably get another one.
I went out and usually, so like she drinks a 5 milligram can over the course of like an hour. I went out
zero regrets.
Zero regrets. She's literally right here listening to me tell this story, by the way. So
I know there's a delay too, so that's gonna be funny.
Yeah. I walk out into the living room and somebody had sent her this can. A friend had sent her this can. It was 100 milligrams of THC. She absolutely housed like half of this can in like 20 minutes. She usually drinks a 5 milligram can over the course of an hour.
Oh, shit.
She housed half of 100 milligram can in 20 minutes. I walk out there and I was like, wow, you already got started. She was like, yeah, I don't know what it is, but I feel this one way faster than the other one. And I picked up the can and read it. And I was like, mother of fucking God.
Well,
what did you do? She's done this before, mind you. She had a Nerds rope once that said eat a quarter of an inch at a time. She came back to me 20 minutes later, was like, you want the rest of this? I was like, what do you mean the rest? She's like, I'm not feeling anything. I was like, how much did you eat? She gave me a third that was left, a third of a Nerds rope. And in both instances, I've given her the exact same reaction. I was like, listen, you have gotten on a roller coaster that I can't get you off of.
It's official.
So we're going to get you real nice and comfy cozy with some blankets and some pillows, and you're just going to fucking ride this shit out. She was in the middle of a giggle fit when I went out there with the can, right? She's laughing at fucking, she said the word baguette, but she like the Wisconsin came out of her. So she said baguette, like
baguette.
I started laughing. She was laughing her ass off. And then I read the can and I was like, hey, did you drink all of this right now? She goes, yeah. I was like, okay. Okay. She goes, why? What do you, I was like, well, you just drank like a good 50 milligrams in like 20 minutes. And she was like, oh, I was feeling this one way faster than the other ones. I was like, yeah, that tracks. Because you fucking 10 times the normal amount you drank in an hour, you just consumed
got the tip. Minutes. You just got the tip of it. Wait for another hour.
Right. So the giggle, as soon as I explain what she has done, the giggle fit stops immediately. and then the look of abject terror washes over her face. And she gives me one of these. She goes, it's going to go away though, right? I was like, yeah, eventually, but you're probably gonna have a nap and then a fucking crazy case of the munchies first.
How many
Like,
times did you have to assure her, this isn't forever. Now this isn't forever.
whoa.
Now this isn't forever.
Thankfully, this time was not her first rodeo.
Oh, fair enough.
The first rodeo, there was a whole lot of that business. There was a whole lot of that. The nerds rope incident of 20, whatever the fuck it was. Good Lord. Oh man. I was like, why did you keep eating it? She was like, it's candy. I liked it. It tasted good.
Oh God. Oh fuck.
So
I like I like how you have it like a
fucking.
I like how you have it like a historical event. Like, well, the nerds rope incident of 15.
Yo, there was what was that? What's that movie with the girl that fucking
Exorcist?
Yeah, that happened in real life. It went right by my face.
No.
It went right by my face.
Oh no.
And I didn't have to dodge it, but it was close enough that I was like, Jesus Christ. Like,
I felt the wind kick up on my face.
Yeah. I was worried about splashback. It was a whole thing. It was terrible. And like both times she's just like, it's gonna go away, right? Am I gonna feel like this forever? And I was like, no.
It's all right. It's all good.
Nope, you'll get through it. It's just gonna be a bumpy fucking ride on the way there, man.
Oh my God.
She's wild, man. I don't know what it is. It's every time she gets bold, you know?
I mean,
she's like, I'm a seasoned veteran now. I drink the 5 milligram and like I've tried like a couple times, and I'm very thankful for this, by the way. She's very nice about it, and she's like, you want a sip? You want to try it? And I'll take like a little sip just to taste it.
Yeah.
She's like, no, like take a sip. And I'm like, I can't express to you how much of nothing this is going to do to me if I drink it. It's just a waste.
Yeah, I can't.
So like, if this does something for you, that's all you, boo-boo. Do your thing, and I'll just be here enjoying it peripherally.
I don't know how my body processes it because I'm just an eternal fucking lightweight. I mean, every now and then, like I'll build my tolerance up and it'll get to the point where I can get through like maybe a pre-roll and a half and I'm good. But then there is also points where I'm just like, then that's if I don't have anything to do. Now, if I even take like maybe a couple of hits here and there, and I know I got to go out and do something, I'm fucking full-fledged panic mode. My sunglasses are on inside and outside. I'm just like fucking, yeah, I am completely.
The sunglasses inside is a level of highness that is like.
But see, this is the thing. The only time I ever go out and I'm, and I've just gardened is if I absolutely like have to. Like there would be times where like my buddy would be my buddy that I worked construction with for a while. He had his own whatever. He was an all day dude. Like wake till whatever. He was an all day dude. And so like for lunch we'd go and fucking hit it or whatever, and then we'd have to go to like Home Depot. We'd have to go to Home Depot to pick up supplies and shit. And my ass is just, I mean, it's during the day, so I can at least just keep them on. And it's not all that weird. But like I would have them on and I'd just be like, just standing there, and he's like, and he just forgets shit. I'm like, don't ask me questions. I'm not gonna remember any of that shit.
Just standing in the lumber section and you're like, where's y'all's 2x4s? Like
they think I'm blind.
You don't even have a stick. You're just sunglasses. Like, I'm looking for the 2x4s. He's like, bro,
you need help, sir?
They're right behind you.
Do you need help? I'm like, no, honestly, I am actually petrified that you're talking to me right now. So I don't. I am completely useless. Like if I'm going to partake, I have to be done for the night where I know that I don't have. Because like if it's at the end of the night, like the kids to bed, everything, I have no obligations for the remainder of the evening.
That's fair. Well, yeah, you have real responsibilities,
right? And so I will be like, that'll be my glass of wine at the end of the night, like I always fucking say. I'm like completely chill. Everything's cool. There's like nothing, whatever. If I have to go out, nope. I'm fucking useless. I won't talk to anybody. I will just sit there and stare for the longest fucking time.
That's fair. I like especially with regard to the genre of music we've been talking about. One of my favorite things to do is to get good and toasted and just like if I got to go out and run an errand, I'm at maximum volume. You know what I mean? It's up to 11.
But see, then that's kind of where it's funny you say that, because that's when I listen to the most music. Is I'll just sit out in the garage and I'll just have something playing on my phone while I'm grinding and doing all the things, and I'm just like fucking sit there. Like I'll be checking my notifications or whatever the fuck, and I'm just like fucking just head bobbing. Just
Yep. Yeah.
Chilling out. It's all good. You know.
Here's a question, and this is for the chat as well. How many of you absolutely drive? And I mean, it doesn't matter if there's someone in the car with you or if you're alone or whatever it is. How many of y'all are listening to this music at maximum volume all the fucking always? Because for me, that's me. I don't care. Yeah. Like it's summertime. It's windows down. Yep. Sunroof open, music at an obnoxious level.
I'm blowing out my fucking eardrums every time.
Yeah.
I think that's why I hear like shit now because of that. I mean, the bands and shit playing live shows and practicing in like rehearsal spaces and shit aside, blasting my music since I was driving.
Yeah. Always.
Like I blow my eardrums out every fucking time.
Yeah. There is only one volume.
I can't get into it otherwise unless like I want to chill. But like if I'm like, you know, doing stuff for the day or whatever, it's always max volume. And I don't have the kid in the car. Granted, I will blast that shit too when the kid's in the car and she'll jam to it. But yeah, no, it's usually one fucking volume or nothing at all.
Everybody's the same. Totally me all the time.
Yep. I mean, that's I
feel like, especially
you want to be enveloped in it.
Music we're talking about, or like if it's anything hardcore, especially.
Right.
It has to be at that volume to appreciate it. I feel like.
Yes, I would 100% agree with that. Like, granted, again, I also, you know, my parents put me to sleep blasting Metallica, so I think that's just how I just am wired at this point. But yeah, like you want to be like, it's one of those things where you want to be immersed. That's like I feel like that works in, you know, going to the movies and shit. Like we just went and saw the Odyssey the other day, and we watched it on the fucking like 70 millimeter and shit, and like had it all blasting. Like you get a little bit of immersed in it, and I think that's true with music as well. Because if you kind of just hear it, like it just sounds it's coming from a radio if it's like put down loud. But you got that thing fucking blasted, man. Like you're in it. You were in that room with them, fucking just jamming the fuck out, and that's like the only way that I can really truly appreciate.
100%.
I will blast it, especially this type of music. Because I mean, you want to feel every single goddamn kick drum and every single goddamn fucking chug. Like you want to feel all that shit,
dude. When I got Charlotte, when we met, I don't think she wasn't really super into like metal.
Yeah.
Now that she has broadened her horizons a bit, one of the things that we discovered, you know, as it relates to metal music specifically, one of the things that we discovered was she likes music, and we specifically call it that. It's got to have some good chugga, some good, you know, the
good chugs,
chuggas.
Yep.
And whether it's like, okay, perfect example. We went to see Ghost.
Yeah.
Which is, they put on a fucking crazy awesome show live.
Oh, I imagine so. That's a whole fucking production.
Oh yeah, dude, it's literally like a cathedral in the bed. It's insane. Their opener was Amon Amarth.
Okay, yeah.
For anybody in the chat who doesn't know Amon Amarth, it's basically Viking metal.
Yeah.
And about a week goes by, and I had to run out and do something. I come home, open the door to the house, and I hear Amon Amarth like blasting in the house, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" I walk around the corner, and she's in her office, just like mini headbanging to it.
Yep.
And I was like, "What's happening here?
What? Who are you?
You know, what? Yeah, right.
What have you done with my wife? What have you done with my wife?"
But that music, like you know, like the car radio, for example, the maximum volume level, and I don't know why it's a random ass number. The maximum volume level in our car is 63, right?
Interesting.
That's funny. 60 is like the maximum volume that you can listen to before the speakers start popping.
Right.
60 is where I listen to music.
That's about right.
There is absolutely no earthly way that Lamb of God is being played. Like if we're in the car and Lamb of God is on the stereo, they're like, and it's at a volume that we can have a full conversation and hear each other. It's not loud enough.
It's not
loud enough.
Well, dude, you're not in there to have a conversation.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. The number of times that I'm like, oh, all right, like we'll start talking about something and I'll lower the music. And then I'll be like, okay, now that we've wrapped this up, I'm going to restart this song.
Yep. Because now I can't fully appreciate, the whole song's got to be at the loudest fucking possible volume.
Most recently it happened with Redneck. Redneck, Lamb of God.
Okay, yeah,
And I was, like the opening, like that, like little wow, and I was like, oh god, I fucking love this song.
Yep.
And then we started talking about something, and I was like, okay, now that this is done, I'm gonna restart this, and I'm cranking it, so no conversation until this is over. She's like, oh yeah, 100%.
Look, dude, straight up, if my balls ain't buzzing, you ain't brutal enough.
Right. Right.
That's straight up. Like I feel like that's a good gauge in terms of how fucking heavy that shit is. It's the chuggas. That's my chuggas. Is my balls buzzing.
That's how I can tell if she's going to enjoy the band or a song that I find. Depends very heavily on how many and how frequently there are chuggas.
How is speed a factor?
Not if there's good chuggas, no.
Okay, fair enough. So you can go groove or you can go straight up speed.
Yeah, as long as there's like those good, like the good, like fucking chunky, fucking like.
Yeah, you want the chunk in those chugs. That's what you want.
Exactly.
Yeah, you want.
She likes them thick boys.
Yeah.
2 C's thick.
You want those motherfuckers dirty.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, where are we at? Holy shit. 8:53. Damn, dude. We just sat and just word vomited the entire time, just jamming out. Shit.
All about nostalgia and fucking chuggas.
Have to, man. Have to.
If you can't get behind chuggas, then what are we even doing? We're not friends.
Yeah. First off, unfollow us immediately.
I have a very pro chugga platform.
Yeah, this is a very pro chugga. All right. If you're anti, you're a terrorist. I mean, they're handing out terrorist organization monikers.
Might as well be, yeah.
So you might as well just be,
slap that label on one more.
Yeah.
I have a playlist on my Spotify called Music for Crushing It.
Yeah, that's right. I remember you telling me that.
Yeah. And it's I mean, there is definitely a lot of chugga, but it's all the kind of music that like I'm not really getting much done, but I like to think I am.
Monzi, are you stroking my ego over here, dude?
What's he saying? Iced by Water Parks?
Or Burned by John Brown and the Secret Six. That's the song that I'm on with oh boy.
Yep.
Burn every motherfucker on the Epstein list. I don't think anybody can not. When I did that, because like when I did that harmony thing with him and it shit, like it's at like 3.2 million views right now or whatever the fuck.
Is it really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Hot damn.
It went huge. And like I even had like Tin Man and Cowboy Heathen like sharing it. Like my fucking video. Like I had maggots sharing that fucking video.
Tin Man and Cowboy Heathen. What a pair of gents.
What a fucking couple. God.
You know what? Honestly, as much as I fucking cannot stand their content, the fact that I went when I squared off with that dude that was scoping Tin Man's kid in a video or something, I was like, yo, that's not cool. Like they got nothing to do with that shit. Both of them actually sent me a message, DM, and they were like, hey, I fucking hate every word that comes out of your mouth, but thank you.
I got stitches. I got straight up stitches on that shit. I don't know what was his name, Leo or whatever. He was the bald dude with the very long beard, got the glasses.
Oh yeah,
yeah. He stitched me and was like, "Hey Grim, I've stitched you a couple of times. Don't really agree with your stuff, but thanks for doing the right thing, man. Thanks for doing because you were fucking like in the trenches on that shit. I did one video. I did one."
And because fucking what that dude kept fucking coming at. He was like, you're not that far away. I was like, listen, if you want to take a ride down to Connecticut to get lumped up, that's on you.
That dude, yeah, fucking.
His most scary thing that he said was, "I'll bring my son with me."
You need your boy to fight your battles for you?
I'm sorry?
The fuck out of here.
Yeah, it was hysterically funny, but it was more than that pathetic. Bro, sure, bring your fucking Kid Wonder down here too.
Yeah,
I guess. Somebody's gonna have that's a good idea.
Fuck out of here. Well, you want to open it up? I mean, granted, we've been kind of chatting with these folks for a little bit, but hey, guys, want to ask any questions or whatever before we start wrapping shit up?
Yeah, any questions y'all have? By the way, if you're watching on the tube, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up thingamajigger.
Yes.
Thank
need
you in
more.
advance, and also in retro for all who have or will. And then just to reiterate too, like we just got all this shit set up. We're still working out the kinks on some of the stuff, but the Patreon is up, the Discord is up, and 98% built. There's a couple tweaks we got to do, but everything is up and ready. The merch store is up.
Yep. It's on my link tree. It's on the show's link tree. I'm pretty sure it's on yours now, isn't it?
Yep, it's on mine as well. Yeah.
And they're at the top of each of the link trees, so you guys can get to it pretty quick from our profiles if you don't want to go digging. Basically, you can just just go to the link tree and click on them. But yeah, I think starting next week, we're gonna start doing the extra content shit. It's honestly probably just gonna be a lot like this, just kind of chilling out, having a good time. Yeah, and then we'll tweak that a little bit and do different fun things with that. And then like I said at the top of the show, doom and gloom next week. So
right back to it.
That one's going to be fun. Right back to the fucking shit show. This one is going to be one that I'm going to be digging down a little bit more, and it's probably going to fuck me up. Favorite Pennywise song, Bro Him, every time.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, Bro Him every fucking time. That is that was another that was the song that we closed out with in the cover band that I was in.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, and like the crowd always fucking jammed out. It's a blast to fucking play.
Hell yeah.
Favorite guitars. I grew up on Strats, but my dad was more like, he was a Malmsteen fan. He was a fucking, so the Fender Strat was like a big one. I currently have an Ibanez Jim that I play, like the Steve Vai model of that one. That's what I'm playing on, and I have like a small little Gibson acoustic, Gibson acoustic that I'll play here and there. But those are what I'm playing.
I've got my acoustic. I have a Taylor acoustic right now. I've had it for a good while. I love that guitar. It sounds
Taylors are great. Beautiful. Like the Songbird is fucking on point. I do love the Taylor Songbirds.
It's a beautiful guitar, and it's just a regular wood finish, nothing, no frills, no crazy shit, but it sounds fucking gorgeous.
Right.
The last electric I had was a Gibson Les Paul. It was black and chrome. The guitar that I am actually will have soon, I haven't had an electric guitar in quite a long time.
Yeah.
But weirdly enough, a guy that I used to work with, he was the IT director. Fancies himself a luthier and started building guitars. He's already done a bunch of woodworking.
No shit.
He's actually building me a custom electric with I picked out all the hardware, the pickups, all that stuff. I'm very, very excited to get it, but it'll be a custom build.
That's fucking cool.
I haven't played an electric since my Les Paul, and that was 15 years ago, maybe 20. Yeah, it's been a long time. I've my personal guitar, and largely because I was living in apartments and I didn't really have anywhere to fucking play an electric, like really play it.
Right.
So it was an acoustic.
Yeah, that's fair. because I think because I guess I started out with Strats, and then I did there was a time where I was playing an SG for a while. Current dream concert that you wish would happen.
Rage.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Rage. Who the fuck would I go see that I haven't really already seen? I don't know.
Do they have to be alive?
Yeah, that's a good question. Do they have to be alive or dead?
If they have to be living, it's Rage. If they don't have to be living, I would include Pink Floyd.
Yeah. I mean, Pink Floyd still plays, but
yeah. I saw. Look at when I lived down in Pensacola. I went to a show in Orange Beach, Alabama. It was ZZ Top and Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Fucking Christ.
Okay, ZZ Top
playing at every fucking dive. Like those two are playing at every dive bar right as we speak. I guarantee you here in Texas.
ZZ Top was awesome live. Lynyrd Skynyrd, the one remaining member, was mostly sad. Like it was mostly sad.
I just miss my friends.
Yeah, I saw the guy that was in front of me had a buzz cut on the top with a mullet in the back.
Oh no!
And he was wearing a Hawaiian shirt with khaki shorts and sandals.
Jesus Christ.
We saw Sleep Token last year. That was a phenomenal show. Sleep Token was fucking amazing.
I think I mean, granted, I just start getting into like. I'm trying to think. I don't. You know what? I don't think I've seen. I haven't. It would be a dream show, but it would be with the original lineup because I could technically go see them, but it would be kind of. It would just feel bad. But it would be Pantera because I had never seen like as much as my parents hung out with them in their earlier years. I had never been to a Pantera show. And so I would love to see him with the original lineup, but of course, Vinny and Dime are both dead.
Yeah.
So it's down. So now they have, I forget who's playing the drums, but I know they have Zach Wilde playing guitar. And then they got, Phil singing again. And they got Rex still playing bass. But I forget who they have on drums, but.
I feel like Zach Wilde is just like the vagrant guitarist. Like
he is. I mean, straight up.
Dude.
Yeah, he is. Because, I mean, he played Black Flag Society and then or Black Label Society.
Yeah, Black Label Society, yeah.
And then he played with Ozzy for a spell after he played for Ozzy, I guess, first, because that was right after Randy Rhoads died.
Yep.
And so he replaced him and he played for Ozzy for a spell, and then he did Black Label Society. And now he's on Pantera. Yeah, he's like the resident fucking he's one of those session musicians.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say he's like a session guitarist, but for live
right. Yeah, I imagine it's a damn good show. What current lineup they have. I guess I maybe could, but it doesn't feel right to me.
Yeah,
especially with the history. Like,
I'm not a fan of seeing bands when it's like partial members. You know what I mean? Like some of them are around, some of them aren't, some of them are alive, some of them aren't. Like it's not quite the same.
Speaking of dad rock motherfuckers.
And I will say this again. I found Ghost through TikTok, weirdly enough. I was just doom scrolling one night, and what was the song? Spillways. I saw a video of their song Spillways, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Dude was, all
Lee, that's
with
right.
the mask and the makeup and all this like full getup. Right. What am I watching right now? We went to go see them after Impera had come out, their album Impera, and it was one of the fucking coolest shows I have ever been to in my life. They put on a fucking amazing show.
Yeah. Vocalist lyricist. That's a rough one. A lot of my go-to, and it's funny because like I've been talking about all these older bands, but like what I will go to is Anthony Green, Circa Survive. Always a pretty good songwriter, vocalist for me.
That is a tough one. All-time favorite is really hard. I mean,
yeah, that's probably not my all-time.
John Fogerty is one of my favorites. Lane Staley, one of my favorites.
Lane Staley. All right.
That kind of leads into Kyle's question. If you could listen to one song for the rest of your life, what song? One of my all-time favorite songs ever. And mostly if I'm listening to it, I'm not in a great headspace, but it's still, even when it comes on, I still listen to it because I enjoy it, is Nutshell.
Is what?
Nutshell.
Allison Nutshell. Yeah.
That's a I don't know. It just gets me.
I go back and forth between, if we're talking Alice in Chains, I go back and forth between Angry Chair, Wood, of course, Rooster, of course, even Them Bones. I mean, those are the kind of like the singles or whatnot from Dirt, but that was a good fucking album. Like I bought that album pretty damn quick.
Yeah.
Slipknot I've seen. I would like to see them now. I saw them earlier in their career. But I would like to see like the big spectacle it is now.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I would love to see
production of that show. A live show of theirs now is wild.
Yeah. I would go because I never got to go to a Family Values tour, but I would go to like an early Family Values tour show. Like the very first one, like had Korn, Limp Bizkit, Rammstein, Ice Cube was also in that one. That was back.
Rammstein is a band that I wish I've never seen them live. I would fucking jump at the opportunity.
Yeah, I think around that time though, Cube had an album out. He had just released an album, and he did one of the songs was a collaboration with Korn.
Yes, yep.
It was called "Fuck Dying." That's what it was called. That's a damn good jam. I might go back and listen to that motherfucker. Cypress Hill's another one I would go see. I haven't seen Cypress Hill yet. Yeah, I would love to go see Cypress Hill. Speaking of that, speaking of like hip hop and rock and shit like that.
Yeah, Chris Cornell's on the list for sure. I mean, that dude could sing.
Body counts. I mean, Ice-T occasionally comes out and does a body count show here and there.
Ooh, Tasha says, drop the guilty pleasure genre album song.
Oh.
Guilty pleasure.
I know I have them. I know I definitely have them. It's just been a while since I've really sat down.
It's hard. Okay. It's it would probably be EDM is a guilty pleasure. I don't listen to a ton of it, but every now and again
I'll listen to the shit out of some EDM. But
I don't know, what is it? Dead Mouse 5.
Yeah.
He has a song called Animal Rights, I think it is, or Animal, something like that. Phenomenal song. And then like even going back to like fucking what's his name? Skrillex, Bangarang.
Oh yeah.
Absolute banger. That's at maximum volume every time.
I still know him as Sonny Moore from first to last.
I also here's a guilty pleasure. The Used.
That's a guilty pleasure to you?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. I fucking dig The Used. I mean, granted, it's been a while since I've sat down and listened to him, but like those first. I was
more of an MCR guy.
That's fair, I guess. I guess that is fair. I'm trying to think who's.
90s one-hit wonders all day long.
Oh, dude, yeah. I won't even call those guilty pleasures though. Those are fucking like. Yeah. I will say I will sing every word every time it comes on. I will sing every word to "I Want It That Way" from the Backstreet Boys. Go fuck yourself. Every time, if it comes on, I'm singing it. Yep. I'm fucking sitting there just like, I mean, it was worse when I was drinking, but like I'd be fucking. Just like, oh yeah, that's all good. You are my fire.
Oh yeah. Or like Little Miss Can't Be Wrong.
Okay, that's
what's the other one? Two Princes?
Two Princes, yeah.
That was the fuck out of Two Princes.
Yeah, who the fuck? Goo Goo Dolls, I will say, is a guilty pleasure of mine.
Yep, that's another one. I feel like that's the other thing too, is like guilty pleasure. Like I was said at the beginning, like my musical preferences, like I don't, at the core of it is definitely like it's my favorite is like metal, hardcore music, all that stuff. But like I'll listen to fucking, and if it very similarly to a live show, if you can make me feel something, yeah, I'm in. I'm good. Like even if it's just one song, I'll bang the fuck out of that song.
Yeah, every day. Well, what is it? 9/10 shit. Yeah, I think it's time to wrap it up, I guess.
Time to wrap it up. Yeah. Thank y'all for hanging out.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us, guys.
Having some fun with us and just like fucking being comment goblins. It's just a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. Like I said, back to regularly scheduled programming next week. It's going to be nice and doomy and gloomy for everybody. We'll save, fun shit like this for, the extra shit. So remember, Patreon's up if you guys can. Come hang out with us over there. Like I said, we'll be doing the extra shit. We'll be in the Discord too, so don't even worry about that. I'll be a little bit more active in the Discord. Any of the misfits in the chat can definitely speak to my absence from Discord. But yeah, I'll be on more for that. And then, we'll probably start doing the extra stream stuff. I mean, maybe Tuesday. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out a day and we'll announce to you guys. Merch store stuff is up. Honestly, too, I think for the higher tier people, they can even throw in merch ideas because I'm kind of the designer of the thing. So, I mean, if you guys got any ideas that you would want
I just texted Grim a couple. What was that, earlier today? I texted
you
yesterday?
Yeah, it was last night, I think.
Random ass thoughts. Just like whether it's a line that you hear one of us say or just something that's relevant to the shit that we talk about. We're all ears.
Throw it out there. All right. Well, so I think that's everything, man. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I feel like I'm missing something, but I have no fucking idea. Whatever.
I don't think so.
I'll remember it, and if I have to fucking say something about it, I'll make a video. I don't give a shit.
Make an announcement, yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, take it sleazy. We'll see you next week.
Take care. We'll see you next week. I'm going to go back to being a Star Trek nerd.
Yeah, buddy.
Later, y'all.